This acoustic recording device is genius. What's up everybody, it's Gabriel, and I'm going to share with you a device that single-handedly streamlined my recording process of multiple acoustic instruments and provided a consistency that few products can do. So let me set the stage. A few years back, I had 5 TV shows at once, and 2 of them required a lot of acoustic instruments. Now, if you've seen my other video on the Pacer pedal by Nectar, that really was one of the things that really streamlined the process. But this was something that took it to a whole nother level because I had multiple instruments of multiple different sizes and I was bouncing back and forth in between shows, and I had to be able to provide a consistent sound, especially because if I was doing something and they had some notes and I had to re-record it at a later time, I needed to make it sound exactly the same. Now, all of you who have recorded with acoustic instruments and a mic like this that's static, you know the issue is, do you have the same exact placement every time? This solves that problem. Enter Exporaudio's live guitar H-clamp. Now, Exporaudio is a company in the town of Wedmore in the UK, and they have come up with this amazing thing called the live guitar H-clamp. I was searching for something that was going to work for me to have on multiple instruments so I could have it at the same exact spot on the guitar every time. And this is the one I bought, the black one. Now, completely reasonably priced, about 55 pounds or 75 US dollars. You can have this delivered to your house and it's worth every single penny. And the cool thing is it comes in a bunch of different sizes. So if you have a bunch of different instruments, this truly is a one-size-fits-all solution. As you can see here out of the gate, you can have all these different sizes. I'm going to show you how it works in a minute. But when we're dealing with what the issue is consistency in sound. And that is the name of the game for this device. See, if you're using your standard condenser, you always have to be positioned at the same exact spot. And that could be problematic when you're in between days of recording or even in between hours of recording. Just 1 inch this way or 1 inch that way can totally change the sound. So how do you provide that consistency? Using this little device. I'm going to show you how it works in a second. First, let's just talk about what comes in the box. You get this little device. You don't get a microphone clip. You're going to have to get your own microphone clip. So let's take this off just to show you. You get an adjustable boom that you can move in and out and tighten down and do whatever you want with. You also get the end of this that you can unscrew and you apply it to your guitar. Let's take this off. You can see that this little piece here can be extended upon. They give you these extensions, right? So they give you this thing, and you'll notice this rod actually comes with different sizes. There's a little bitty one, and then there's like a medium guy, and then there's the big mama. Now, if you put them all together, you can do like all sorts of combinations. And so you can kind of mix and match to get whatever you need on the guitar for whatever kind of guitar you have. I ended up buying 3 of these because I had to change back and forth a bunch of different things. One show I was doing mandolin, acoustic, and ukulele. The other show I was doing acoustic, mandolin, banjo. So I just had them mounted to my guitars. Let me show you what that looks like. So this is what it looks like when it's on the guitar. And you know there's always a sweet spot on your guitar. I like mine kind of around the 14th fret, but you know, you experiment with this. But the cool thing is I can move around with this, I could dance with it, I could rock out if I wanted to, and it always remained consistent. And so how does it work? So for this, you just actually screw this thing on, and you can see right here that these got these nice little rubber things so it doesn't scratch up your guitar or anything like that. And you just apply it onto the guitar like so the rubber things are hitting your guitar nice and nice. You also kind of want to twist it around to where you think you're going to want it to be. So let's just do that. And then you just tighten it up, right? And you tighten it, and then pretty soon it's tight. Now you can actually take this part of it and kind of maneuver this around the way you want to. So if I want it on the 14th fret, I'm going to just kind of move it up like this. And what I do is actually tuck the cord underneath, although they're nice enough to give you a bunch of little Velcro so you can Velcro it nice and nice so it doesn't move anywhere. And then you mount your microphone of choice. Small condenser is what I'm using. And if you need to twist it a little bit to go one way or another, you just take the part on the bottom here and you unscrew it a little bit and twist it until you get exactly where you want. Also works great for live applications because you can totally move around the stage and do whatever you need to do. But in the studio, it works awesome too. And what I like to do is I have multiple mics that are just already on there. Now, you might not have multiple mics, but no worries. You can just take the mic off and put it on another one. You might even want to mark your mic exactly where you want to have it on the clip, so it's always the consistent sound. I had a pair of these, so I would always have my two main guitars have the mic on them. And then I can have multiple XLRs, or I could change the XLRs and just plug them in. But it was extremely useful. Now let me show you how it works with different instruments. For instance, my mandolin is much smaller body, so it works really well with the mandolin, and it just kind of attaches on, and it's a beautiful thing. I can go, it's not going anywhere, right? It's awesome. The cool thing is it also has this little notch in here so your boom can go through, and it's like a really cool design. This is my ukulele, and as you can see, this is a thicker guitar, but it is in between the mandolin and the acoustic. So you see how it really can work with any one of your guitars. It even works with more problematic instruments like my banjo. See how there's different size and how the top and bottom is? This is genius enough where I could put it in there on an angle, and I like to mount the mic on the back of the banjo because it gets a little bit of a brighter sound. As you can see here, it works on this too. It's just genius. These guys should get an award for like the most genius invention for guitar players who either need to do it live or need to do it in the studio, because this is a huge time saver. Now on their website, they have a where to buy tab, but honestly, just buy it from them. They'll probably get more money in the long run. If you're out of the UK, it only takes a week or so to get to you. I suggest buying multiple ones of these because you will not be disappointed. It is so versatile, and it'll always keep your sound consistent. And that is the name of the game, consistent sound. Let me just point out that this is not a paid endorsement. This company has no idea that I am doing this video. I just like to share the things that are really helpful for my recording workflow, so maybe they could be helpful with your workflow too. So just check out their site here, Exporaudio.com. That's Explore without an E. They have a bunch of other products too. I actually bought the multi-instrument version of this because I needed to have it for multiple instruments. It is a few bucks more, but it's worth it, especially if you have a lot of instruments that you want to change back and forth. But I promise you, you will not be disappointed with this purchase. So what do you think? Is this something for you? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, click the subscribe button, click that bell icon to be notified of future videos. Follow me on Instagram at GGabrielMusic, and check out GeorgeGabriel.com for more insight on all sorts of stuff. I'll be back with more videos that improve your workflow. Until next time though, I'm George Gabriel, and this is George Gabriel Music.